Welcome. In this lecture, we would focus on some of the 2021 questions in psychology. The idea of this lecture is to bring into focus some of the important questions, although all of these have been covered in detail in our video lectures and postal course. So just to come back again for a quick revision and understanding, biopsychosocial model of health says that there is no one single factor which is responsible for an individual health. Rather, it is a combination of factors. It could be biological, psychological, social factors, and this model has been given by George L. Angel. The idea is that for a biopsychosocial model, we focus on close interaction between mind and body, active participation with the patient, focusing on the health and illness on the same continuum, and the treatment that involves medication, surgery and radiation as well. So all of those, so this point D focus on a biological aspect, health and illness focuses on the social aspect, active participation and interaction between mind and body on the psychological aspect. So all of these are the correct option. The next is attitude can be classically conditioned even without our awareness by which of the following methods. So even without our awareness, even when we are not aware, our attitudes are conditioned. How? By a subliminal conditioning. For example, we see an advertisement. It's not a very obvious advertisement, but it is a subliminal perception because it is below the perceived threshold, but still while going through the road we observed it, we found it interesting, it left an imprint on our mind. Similarly, mere exposure is another way through which our attitudes can be conditioned without our awareness. So just because you were exposed to it, you form an attitude about it, and it's simply because you were exposed to it. So A and C are the right options here. The next question is Loftus experiment. So Loftus and Pickrell asked people to read and think about the events that had happened to them in childhood, and so instructed them to write a description about the event which was actually fictitious. 1/3 of the patients described that if the incident had really happened to it. Now this is based on false memory. Now this experiment of Loftus we have already covered. So false memory experiment is the one that has been talked here. Benevolent child are those who are actually benevolent. They are generous and kind towards others. Complaint children are those who are said to follow strict rules and regimes, and therefore they are not supposed to do anything on their own will. Sandwich children are those children who are stuck between the young generation and the old generation, so they have to take care of the old as well as the young children. Boomerang children are those who return home after leaving the home for some period to live in with their middle-aged parents' home. So they go out for some purpose, they return back and live there, and they are known as boomerang children. The next is the projective measures, particularly ink blot, are a measure of which domain of creativity. So ink blots actually focus on the meaning context of creativity. So various ink blots are given, and then you are asked what does this signify. It shows a shape of a butterfly or it shows a shape of a skull. Based on the responses, we identify what kind of animal the person has and what kind of mental imprint the person undergoes. The next is the characteristics of emerging person and Rogerian approach. Again, we have covered this in comprehensive detail. So under Rogerian approach, the emerging person should be honest and open, indifferent to any kind of material comfort or reward, and must be caring. So A, B and C are the right option. Okay. The next is some people are able to draw an object match similar object and are able to describe the components part but fail to recognize the object that they had just seen or drawn. Now this is an example of associative agnosia. Agnosia is failure to recognize, and associative agnosia is when they fail to recognize the things which were drawn or depicted very recently. Okay, form agnosia is where they are unable to recognize the shape. Visual neglect is a hemi-neglect syndrome syndrome where there is a damage to the parietal lobe area, and apperceptive agnosia is where there is no perception along with recognition. The person recognizes but there is no perception. So here the correct answer would be associative agnosia. The next is integration of cognitive aspects of learning with emotional aspect is known as confluent education, because we are merging the cognitive aspect and the emotional aspect. Okay, and this is both for the experience as well as learning. Clear? So here we have integrated approach, which talks about varied approach, feeling class approach and motivational approach. So feeling class is where teachers feelings and teachers feels and encourages the students to perform better. Motivational is where they are motivated to learn new things. The next is we have to match which of the theory matches with what concept. Okay, so the correct answer here would be encoding specificity hypothesis talks about what? It talks about the concept of superiority of recognition over recall. Okay, retrieval induced forgetting. What does that it talks about? Retrieval induced forgetting talks about any form of suppressed, any form of unwanted memories that are to be suppressed. Schema theory focuses on the meaning, effect and knowledge. Levels of processing does not endorse different memory storage. Okay, so those are some of the correct matches which have been given here. Now various scales that you need to focus on. So all these scales are important. If we go on to the slide, we can see creative achievement by Shelley Carlson, identity behavior by Rucco and Plucker. Okay, preference for active divergence scale by Basudhar, and then consensual assessment technique. Here the technique is not developed keeping in mind any one particular field, and it is from each of the field. Okay, so those are 4 of the important tests that are given here, and who gave those tests, the name of the authors have been given. Now this is a very kind of straightforward question based on rote memory, so you must be aware about it. In the next set of questions which came in 2021 exam, we would focus on the philosophical constructs across various regional religionist aspects as well. So across various concepts, we would understand the philosophical understanding through each of those concepts. So please follow the link below for more details, and definitely the paper was actually interesting. So if you are able to focus well with the concepts, then you are sure to achieve good marks here. Thanks for joining.